now I'm in Idaho. The border's just over here from Utah. And there's some pretty rugged roads, and here's something I'm not going to do on this motorcycle. Got to cross Logan River here, and it's really deep back here. This is White Canyon. So here's the closed road. And so this would be my crossing, and I really didn't notice these rocks earlier. Okay, so now I don't have to take my boots off. I can use my hiking poles and get across here and take my pack and my gear along the main fork of the water. So here's my pack. I'm taking 2 pairs of boots. It's extravagant. But these, I don't want to leave here with the bike or hide them or anything. I don't want to lose these boots. I could hike with these, but again, I'm not going to lose these. Yeah, I crossed the river and the feeder creek. I didn't cross the river. The river's down here. It's flowing really slowly through here. So I'm going to have 2 nights back here of Cascade Trekker ecstasy. I'd like to find a little flow of water and a place where I'll have the morning sun. Alright, so I'm going to keep going. I have a good track to follow. And now the road goes down next to the creek and comes back up, back in the sage over there. And there's some nice opportunities in here. Alright, this is nice here. There's 2 springs and the water's flowing right here. And I'm going to look for a dry spot up in here. And that's going to be it. And I got a view of the parking area. I see someone starting to haul my motorcycle away. Oh, this is nice. This will work. So I'm out just exploring, or checking out my surroundings. Mostly for animal signs. These are cat tracks. And I haven't seen any bear signs. And these are pretty big hoof prints in here. That's about the size of that. There's my barrier from the cold ground, the nature barrier. This stuff here is fantastic. It's almost like bedding. A little damp, but that's not going to be a problem. And then I found these stalks. They're dry. Some leaves and these pine needles. And I'll lay down right here. Okay. This is a good spot. There, I've got my clothes drying. And a great view of this huge meadow. I saw a deer come down. Probably see more. And now I guess I'll get some water down here in the spring, and I'll take a look at that bottom road, kind of scout a bit that way to plan for my trip tomorrow. guess it's not going to rain. And I've been waiting for hours for the shade to hit this tent so I could just lay down and relax. And I was in this tent, and the condensation was so bad last night. The sleeping bag was completely wet. I stayed warm. I had on both top and bottom of the quilted army layers, and I eventually opened up the outside flap, but I imagined that it was going to rain because it looked like it was going to rain, and I was thinking of how miserable I would be in there with it completely wet and raining. I have a theory that the moisture's coming down in the air, in the cold air, and maybe, you know, with no cover, it comes all the way down. And so for that reason, I'm going to move my tent into the trees over here. Here's the new spot. Not definitely in the forest, but kind of in between. And here I'll have, you know, if it does rain, some sort of a sheltering. And so I changed my boots to cross-country ski boots, and I realized that there is a very small vestibule for the boots. The smell of animal is strong. Look at these prints here. Here's a mess. And I hear water. I'm going to try and go around it. And what's nice about this place back here is that you can't have any vehicles driving past making noise. Here the trail crosses the creek, and this snow patch I'm looking at now it's a little dangerous for me. I could go up there and I could try sideways run, but there's rocks exposed. Anyway, this place is pretty cool. It keeps curving back the trail in the creek that way, which I'll probably follow a little more, but I doubt I'm going to shoot up to this or any of these. This foot is soaking wet. I slipped on that rock in the middle and landed on my butt right in the water. Could have been worse. Lots of snowmobile tracks. Here's the creek, and that mud is from the 2 days of rain we had. You can see the debris on the top of the snow, and this was filled up here with flowing crazy water. And the trail is through here. And I'm just kind of meandering around on the snow. And this just might be it, because the water flow was really small. I think it's right back there is the end. And so this bit of exploration has inspired me to take a route through this pass to connect to another trail for a big loop. So this is where I have to start hiking back now. And this was a good half-mile excursion up the valley on the snow. And the thing is, to explore it, right now you'd have to ski or snowshoe, because you'd have a horrible time hiking in here. So it was good just for that. Just had some sprinkles overnight. Still the condensation. It's a chilly morning. Lots of clouds. And there's a little bit of blue. I'm going to take this advantage and pack up.